What is good, YouTube? It is your boy, Most Hated JC, also known as the world's greatest detective, back at y'all with some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. You know what I'm saying? If you watched last episode, you already know today is the day. Today is trial day. My personal favorite day. My favorite days of this series. Trial day. You know how immersed I get, you know how I start feeling it with the voice acting, even though I even feel it in the investigations. I just love this game, bro. So if you love this game as much as I do, make sure you leave a like, and so you don't miss any other videos including this game, because you know everything I put out is heat, bro. You know that's why I have subscribers in the first place, right? Make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a single video I got going on, bro, because trust me, you do not want to miss them. And make sure you follow my socials that are displayed right here. There also is a link down in the description below for direct link to whatever social media you want to follow me on, bro. And you should follow me on there because I do be posting updates. I do post updates about regarding content on the channel, or I put polls to get you guys decisions and stuff like that. So yeah, make sure you follow them if you want to be included or just be even more in the know, because you know that's the only way I could gauge y'all opinions on stuff for now until we get up there, and then I can start asking you on the YouTube platform itself. But yeah, back to episode 3, Turnabout Samurai, day 2. We are on the trial. Now let's get into it, bro. You already know I'm not wearing my usual I'm not wearing my usual dress clothes. I'm wearing a Christmas sweater and hat because you know it's the week of Christmas. Christmas is Saturday, so you know what I'm saying. I'm just in the Christmas spirit. You know, it only comes once a year, so I gotta be in the spirit. Every December I wear the Santa hat, and every week of like the week of videos leading up to Christmas, I'm gonna wear my Christmas sweater on me. All right, October 18th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Do this. Let's do this. Look at Edgeworth. We didn't really find a lot of evidence, but we did find a lot of leads. Well, at least in my eyes, we found a lot of leads. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm the ultimate detective. We gonna figure this out. It's gonna be alright. We gonna be alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I think that's the voice. I still can't gauge like Edgeworth's voice. I know it's deep. That's all I know. So. The defense is ready, Your Honor. We really back. I'm excited. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Hold on, let's see. What do we have? So we do have the autopsy, the guide map, the card key, and the picture. Now the picture is like the main. I feel like that's gonna be the main, like, you know, main thing in the case today. So let's see. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. Like, how does Edgeworth sleep with himself at night, bro? Like, he be trying to get people locked up who really have nothing to do with crimes, bro. Just because he wants to get a guilty verdict. It's crazy. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. And like, how does he not lose credibility when I always prove him wrong when he says that? Like, bro. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. Shut up. I see. But that's not conjecture. Well, we already know about the judge. The judge is you know, I cussed him out a little bit last time. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. The idiot. I still don't get how this man's detective though. Like, is it because Edgeworth could just bend him at will? Like, you know, bend him to whatever he wants to do? Pause. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, see? This here is the employee area. Yup. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. You see, we didn't get to see this side during our investigation. Notice the vent is kicked out there. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. So obviously we're not gonna find the answer in this trial. So the next investigation, I guess, is when we're gonna investigate that Studio 2 area. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Yep. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here, which that's not true. That's not true. The victim, Jackhammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and the young woman, the production assistant. Okay. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jackhammer, went to Studio 1. Yeah. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day. 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. So we have to fill in the time gap from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. That's 4-hour gap is what we have to establish that to prove that Will Powers is innocent. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. Yep. Golly. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. Sir. Damn. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Did I listen to that whole thing again? Nah, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think I could probably remember. Yeah, I could remember that. I'm good. So the murder weapon was a spear. Oh. Medieval. You would know a lot about medieval times, huh? I don't even know what that word is. Samurai spear added to the court record. This spear. We know this is not the same spear though. Because during the rehearsal, the spear that he was actually using broke. Like, the sharp part broke off. And even... Oh, I didn't even think about it. And since this is a show, why are they using real spears? That was a real spear. That's why the other one broke, because it was a prop. We're going to have to bring that up sometime. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is... What did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Oh, brother. I can't stand these people, bro. Look at her. What's her... What do you think her real name is? Her real name is probably like Edna. She looks like a... Excuse me. She looked like her name is Edna. You know, from Bully? She looked like her name is Edna. Will the witness declare her name? Oh, I guess we're about to find out, huh? We really called her Old Bag. Ew, she likes Miles? She is... yo. My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. He's 24. You're like 84. He don't even want no parts. He said, I'm cool. I'm cool. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. I want him to call you Grandma, but you're attracted to him. You're weird. Your name, please. James Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Yup. Wendy Old Bag, dearie. Her real name is actually Old Bag. Wendy. So just call me Grandma. That's practically my name. So even when I... Like, bro, he's already objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. So that is a reoccurring trait of hers, because every time they do that, I'll be trying to read, but I can't. Like, I'm assuming it's nothing important since they skip over. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, see, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony. Ain't nobody vibing with her flirtatiousness. Like, he sure is one hell of an old bag. Huh? Alright, witness's account. Let's see what she finna say. Talk to us.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since morning.
Yep.
I had some errands to run that morning.
We have to press that.
Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., correct? Interesting to me because a certain man walked by me right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, the man right there, and he was heading toward the studio.
Okay, so that was her accomplice in the car. But who was her accomplice, though? Because they were small. You saw the defendant, then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Let's do this. I already know first thing I'm pressing. Yep. I already know first. I'm on timing, bro. I told you, the greatest detective. I'm here. Our old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run through there since morning. That's true. Now, what errands? What errands? Talk to us about it. What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question. See, look, the spear broke.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know?
So you should, yeah, see, that's what I just noticed. The spear is broken. And that spear shouldn't really be sharp enough to kill somebody if they're using it to film, bro. Observing. Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Oh, whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job!
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way, right?
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years.
This is a lot of years.
Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too.
You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, brother.
Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station.
Yeah, let's look over the evidence again. Okay, not really much. Not really much. I think this is one of the situations where we just press. Okay. You were at the main gate from then until 5. And the murder happened at 2:30. Yep, that's correct. Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. How do you know it was Powers, though? So, you saw Mr. Powers. I think this is what I'm supposed to press.
That's what I said. Got wax in your ear, sonny? Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon, the card, because he was dressed up in costume. We don't know who it was.
I'll say it again. It was him. It was Powers, the man right there, and he was heading toward the studio.
So I guess that's why I present this.
Objection!
Yep, there we go. There we go. I gotta see, now I'm learning how to press first so I don't lose my health. Ugh. Let me get this straight, old bag. Mrs. Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. Yeah. We don't know who it is. He's in a costume. We don't know who it is. And clearly the costume does not fit. So it's not Will Powers. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers. Am I right?
Like, no. No, they can't. Look at him already cracking. Yeah. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. My theory exactly, Phoenix. I'm like, yeah, look at her, panicking.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
Oh, I can tell. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. Everybody roasted her. Hold on. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man.
Yeah, you're caught. Like,
of course I have proof.
what's the proof? What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Edgeworth is breaking his cool a lot. He doesn't know much about this case. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you.
Is she oh, right, let me chill.
Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Oh, even the idiot was smart enough to yeah, so she's stupid. I'm sorry, she's on the spectrum. Wow. Old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. No, she's just dumb. Let's hear about your proof then. Yeah, what's her proof? What's going on? I'm curious to see where this one goes. I can't even make any predictions because she's a wild card, bro.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you.
No one cares.
That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess.
Yep, finally we talk about it being broken.
Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
He never said anything about a sprained ankle. He never said anything about a sprained ankle. So he had sprained his ankle? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. He's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Yeah, he never said he sprained his ankle. He would have told me. Well, that's a lie. Clearly. Morning during the run through the action scene, we saw him trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle. You can see he's dragging his leg, clear as day. That's how you knew it was Powers. Let's press this. Because how can you see if the pants are too big? Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at that picture again. Yeah. So he was walking strangely because he was in. No, because the pants don't fit, Phoenix. It does look like he was dragging his foot.
See? See? And you didn't trust me. Whippersnapper.
Is whippersnapper some type of racial slur? Like, why? What? Like, what's the origin of that? I'm like, that's how you knew it was Powers. Okay, so it's not that. Apparently, he sprained his ankle. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
That's the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so it's nothing with the ankle sprain. Let's see, is it this? He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
Samurai spear. The murder weapon? Thank you. Okay.
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
Okay. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record, yeah. Samurai spear updated. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape, okay. Apparently spring, okay. He broke one of the props. You saw him trip and fall. Do we press this? Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Power sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
That probably made it worse. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assist? Oh, good question. Yeah, where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
How could she not tell if he was limping? You may continue your testimony. He broke. There's no evidence though. Like, I'm just supposed to keep pressing everything. So I pressed that. We pressed that. We didn't press this. Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai. Then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing. Just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
She didn't see the run-through then. Okay, I'm trying. This case is interesting. Hold on, cause like they're not giving us nothing. Never say anything I don't. Can we press something as simple as that? Why did she just
whippersnapper?
Hey, I haven't even said anything yet.
I'll have you know, I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow, the up and up. Youth today, always whining about each other, pointing fingers this way and that. It's enough to make an old lady want to cry.
Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edward has met his match. I'm like, I think we've heard enough. So that was one of those things that we just don't see nothing at? Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is... where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Ooh. Good question, Judge. Actually, well, we couldn't find it. Hold up. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. I mean, it is. Will be a valuable piece of evidence. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Pout. No, it's not clear. So are we not going to talk about how the costume doesn't fit? I suppose that's right. Are you sure, Your Honor? No, object. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers, right? Like, they always get on me about conjecture when I'm in the right, but they just conjecture amongst themselves, like, bro. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Thank you. We have to consider that possibility also. Yeah, this case is crazy, bro. I can't even... Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
Ew, I know she's stained. And this account continues. Let's go.
The time of Borehammer's death was 2:30 p.m., right? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. They're really trying me here. Hold on. They really trying me here. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30. Yeah. The only person you saw go was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. Huh. I think this is just another pressing. No, that's what I'm saying. We didn't get enough evidence. Only person you saw go. Let's press that. Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking. Right. So why was Will suspicious looking? No one. Yo, this child's very interesting, bro. They might have. Yeah. They had, you would have seen them. Hold on. If you have, you wouldn't have seen them, right? So the main gate. Huh. I think it has something to do with the layout of the land, but I'm like. This case is crazy, bro. This case is wild. No one else went there. The only person you saw was Will. Now of poor Hammer's death was 2:30. What about before you got to the guards? That's what I'm thinking, because she got there at 1.
You mean before 1? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then.
Okay.
And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
So we would have to press that? Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Ew. Edgy boy. He's not even.
Old Windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean.
This case is so. Oh my gosh. I don't know. What the hell? Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? I mean, that's true. I don't know. I'm gonna just press it because that's the only thing I haven't pressed. How do you know that? Whoa.
Huh? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything.
I see. Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. Okay, so that's how she knows the time and death. But I pressed everything. Do I present something?
Objection!
Hold on. Was that the right thing? I mean, it had to be. I didn't lose any health. Look at this photograph. Is she finally gonna bring up the clothes not fitting? Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Shut up. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m. photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. I'm still lost. I'm still lost.
Photo number 2.
Because she gave the first one to the detective. The computer only held data for 1 photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Yeah, that she tampered with evidence that would incriminate her. Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Yeah, but we know she gave one to the detective. She gave that same one to the detective.
Order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, okay. This one, I might have to take the back seat. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Because it's the second photo that was taken. Yet, there is only data for 1 of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. Yeah.
I mean, you watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me.
I'm tired of her, bro. She's trash.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm lost with this case. Bro. I'm not, like, I know everything that happened, but like the way they're going about it, you know what I'm saying? You're losing me.
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Okay, so y'all can't be mad at me for being confused because everybody does know what's going on.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too.
Oh, brother. Get to talking. Whoa.
Whippersnapper.
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai, right?
Like,
well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
like, it's obvious that she's involved, but like, I don't know, bro. It's just all over the place, bro.
I see. Your testimony, please.
Okay, so I'm doing everything right. I haven't lost any lives. The other person, okay.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it, now, I remember throwing out 1 photo that day.
And what's that photo?
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected it.
Why do me and Maya have this? Like, everybody... Okay, so I don't feel bad because everybody's the same way. Like, what is going on with this case, bro? This case is so weird. Like, everybody feeling the same way. So I don't feel bad that I'm lost. Because grandma over here is... not... All their screws aren't clicking. Every day after you finish your guard duties, you have one other important job, which is to go through the photos recorded on a security computer and check them. You throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking. And why is that? How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking, right?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
So how is this one suspicious if he had a whole costume on? Like, for the most part. This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking photo. That suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I?
Yeah, because it fits your agenda. I think she's missing. That's the thing. She's so stupid. She's so dumb. Yeah, you remember throwing out one photo that day. Now, what photo is this? Talk to me. Talk to me. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me.
I'm not gonna lie, her voice is killing. Paul, good thing I got. I don't know if ginger ale helps, but her voice doing plus like them doing them rash voices, bro. I'm gonna wake up with no voice tomorrow, bro. Okay, real freaks if you ask her.
They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Objection!
Wait a minute. Yeah, didn't you just say no one else could get it? Exactly, because she locked the gate. And if it was a fanboy in that picture, that would explain why the costume don't fit. Right? I think so. I locked the main gate so no one can get in. Those were your exact words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
And that's where we saw the picture of the vent earlier, and the vent was knocked out. Yep. You see? I be noticing, bro.
The grate has been loose for a while.
Y'all can't tell me I don't be on timing, though. Even though I'm lost, I still know all the clues. It's just this lady's stupid.
It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
That does fit my theory, though. That's why the costume is way bigger, because that's not actually... Because we know that picture's not actually Will Powers. You see, the costume don't fit. Kids? So, on the photo that you erased...
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What? Yo. Order. See, everybody's just like, what is going on? Comment down below. Am I like just missing something, or like are y'all feeling the same way? Cause like, bro, I'm let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade, I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Okay.
Rick, what's going on?
I don't know, Maya. I usually I try to, I usually be knowing. I have no clue.
I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. Yeah, please. We need something, because this trial is... I want the defense and prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Okay. What the hell, bro? This trial is not... Yo, this trial is... This trial is wild! October 18th, 11 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers? Yes. Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
Hey, his dressing room was unlocked, so that does check out. The dressing room was unlocked.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume.
Okay, so he's saying anybody could have came, because we did know he was asleep, right? And his dressing room was also unlocked. So anyone could have came and stole the samurai costume, and they don't know where the samurai costume is to this day. So if it is the little second or third grader, it could be possible that's him in the costume, and that's why the legs on the costume don't fit, because it's obviously not meant for a little kid. That would explain who that was in that picture. But then that leaves, who is that in the first picture? Okay. I'm just thinking out loud, because, you know.
So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good, I'm gonna be honest. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick! What are we going to do?
First, we need to play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right! And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Okay, we're stalling. Okay, so that's gonna be the plan for this. Cause I'm like, we're in the investigation. I'm like, we didn't find much. This investigation didn't give us much. That's how I knew we weren't gonna get it in one trial. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we may lose on the spot. Yeah.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go. I'm feeling the same way, Phoenix. I'm feeling the same exact way. I'm like, bro.
What does that mean?
Please don't sigh like that. Gosh, okay, so we just gotta stall for time and choose a likely suspect to waste time on.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. So, does nobody ever find it suspicious, lack of evidence, and he just wants to be guilty, Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Okay, Phoenix, talk to me, because I don't know.
Order.
Interesting. I don't know what we finna do, bro.
Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly of accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
But it's okay for Edgeworth to do it, right? I'm like, right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So, who is this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder?
Obviously, the security lady.
It was the security lady,
Wendy Oldbag, who was one of my suspects from the jump. She's an accomplice. At the least, she's an accomplice.
Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture.
That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Okay. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. Yes, Phoenix, let's do this. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. You coming in clutch, Phoenix. You gonna have to carry today's video, because I don't know what's going on. I'm like...
What? Whippersnapper!
Yeah, I'm on you. I'm on you. I'm on you.
Order. Is this true, old bag?
Old bag? That's Mrs. Old Bag to you.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate, correct? She was by herself. In other words, she has no definitive alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. To frame Will Powers, duh. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture, exactly. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. It will also support this. The suit, like, when are we gonna get to it? The suit does not fit the person in that picture. Like, can we talk about that?
I see.
Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh, yeah. Right here. Sherlock Holmes #2, baby. Okay, Phoenix. You say you're feeling that, Bob. You could take the greatest detective mantle only for this little few moments, because I'm clueless. I'm clueless right now. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Yeah, because he doesn't know nothing about this case either. Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection to some new damning evidence? That's what I'm saying. Edgeworth is not prepared for this either.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
Look at him. The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Edgeworth is just as stumped as we are. He is just as stumped as we are, okay.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there and do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Yeah, press further. I'm not giving her no break. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Mrs. Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
See, that was messing up my original theory that she's the murderer, but she has to be an accomplice though, because she wants Will Powers she wants something bad happening to him. But I was trying to figure out, why would she resort to having Hammer killed since she's so fond of him, unless that's just a cover-up. You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Thank you. That's just the main thing with this case. There's no motive at all.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feeling. No, F the no hard feeling. She deserves it.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio?
The 10-year-old who can't even carry the spear, like y'all already talked about?
The boy, the one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler though.
As you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? Exactly.
That doesn't matter.
Trying to save her own skin. She's proven she's guilty.
When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can he be so sure? Or is it being nice to the kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper?
Shut the hell up. Shut up. I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, let's see it, Phoenix. I'm like...
You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder.
He wouldn't have a card key to enter.
Take that!
The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. Yeah, she's an employee, so she has a card. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. I'm on timing today. Even though I don't know what's going on, I'm on timing. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key?
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
Yes. Thank you. I'm on timing and I don't know what's going on. The windbag. Speechless? There's got to be a first.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today.
I'm on timing.
Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness. Miss Wendy? What was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor. They're disrespecting her. It was Wendy Oldbag.
Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
That was a perfect trial. I didn't lose no health. Why is she interjecting?
Wait a second.
Why is she interjecting?
I'm not going to just sit here while you run up barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking.
Right, Maya?
Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Edgeworth, what you told her not to talk about?
Not to talk about? By whom?
Huh? I mean, it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk. This is easily the most confusing, all over the place trial so far, but somehow I, the greatest detective, has managed to get every action correct on me.
Well, testify.
My lips were sealed.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free!
Okay. That literally... Okay.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, you don't. No. This isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. The power of the old bag is putting a strain on my voice, bro. I need another... ginger ale actually helps with, you know what I'm saying? It actually helps.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay. So what do we press here? I want you to keep quiet. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer for starters.
The director?
You should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director?
That's true, but I just assumed that the whole production crew was there. Oh yeah, but they did say it was only them three. Hold on. Alright.
Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
Yeah.
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Okay. Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2?
There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
Yeah.
The path where the monkey's head was falling over.
And the tree was in the way.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I think I've already asked all my questions, but... No, continue. Continue. They said they had nothing to do with it. They told me just to pretend they hadn't been at the studio. We're going to go... I'm not letting them get away. Okay, hold on. So what do they mean, nothing to do with it? Who's they? Who's they?
Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And and it gave me a little bonus on the side.
Of course. So you got your bonus, and you still talk. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. No. Right? I'm getting as much info as possible. What happens if we press this?
Hold it!
I'm just pressing everything together. So they were actually in the studio.
Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came.
Whoa!
I'll kill this woman, I swear it.
I feel sorry for Edgeworth almost. He really left him hanging on, right? He knows literally nothing about this case. If you're going to go accuse me, I'm not letting them get away. Let's press this too. This is the only thing left to press. Them. Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer for starters.
Director? You should. Oh, so it's just repeating this. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I think we got all the information. Yeah, we already asked all the questions. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. Right? We literally have little to no information on this case.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, this old bag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of.
Yeah, I know he's pissed.
I understand, Your Honor.
The thing is, he's pissed, but he literally can't do anything because he has no information to prove her innocence either.
This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Okay, we did our thing. For me not knowing nothing, I did not lose a single life. Hello. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Aw, really? It's nothing. Oh, or should I?
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. And now's my chance to get the material for the Thank you, because that first investigation, yo, that was a waste of an hour, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers? Well, it's definitely a possibility.
I don't think it was her. Really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. But I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers, right?
Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
I don't at all. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my... Exactly. She's trash. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, and that's the to be continued. Okay. Alright, that's the trial. This case, bro. Let me tell you, this case. Alright, y'all. So that does it for today's trial, bro. Realistically, we made zero progress in these past 2 videos. I'ma just be honest. This case is still very, like, you know, I hope, like, you see, and even in the game, everybody's lost. There's too much secrecy going on. But next time we get back on Ace Attorney, bro, which is going to be actually, which is going to be after Christmas. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, after Christmas, if everything works out correctly. Next time we get back on Ace Attorney, we're going to investigate and look for the director and producer, and I'm assuming we would have to investigate Studio 2. They still haven't brought up how the costume does not fit the person. You know what I'm saying? So my theory is that somebody did break into his thing, which we saw was unlocked. They told us it was unlocked for a reason while he was sleeping. So everything does point to the old lady right now, though. Even though they're saying it doesn't, I know we were just stalling for time, but it does point to the old lady, and that was my theory in the first place. But nobody has a motive in this case. That's what's really throwing me off, bro. But I'm not gonna stress about it, because you know, when you stress or try and fit one theory too much, your logical thinking is biased. It's already not logical. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I know a little bit about biased thinking, cognitive biases when thinking. You know, I be doing a little research here and there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that does it for today's video, bro. If you enjoyed and you want to see the series continue, make sure you leave a like, and so you don't miss any single video I got going on, make sure you subscribe and hit that post notification bell so you're always in the know when a new video goes up on the channel, because I be posting that heat. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of being in the know, make sure you follow my socials that are displayed right here, and there also is linked in the description below. And you should follow it for direct. Oh, that was linked in the description below with a direct link to whatever social you want to follow me on, bro. And you should follow them, because I do be posting updates regarding my content on the channel, streams, upload schedule, polls stuff to get y'all opinion. So like I said, if you want to be in the know, follow my socials, because I update y'all on there since I can't do it on YouTube yet. You know what I'm saying? We got to get more clout for that. But yeah, I love and appreciate y'all for all the support on all this series I've done, bro. The next video might be the stream highlights upload, and that will be the last video before Christmas. So I can't tell y'all Merry Christmas, because that's old footage that y'all gonna see. You know what I'm saying? So Merry Christmas to y'all. I hope you get to spend time with your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the Christmas vibes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Christmas is Saturday. So yeah, hope y'all enjoy. I know I'm gonna be enjoying Christmas, just chilling. If I'm not doing nothing, possibly a stream. Possibly. So if you see me wearing this for that stream, just know this was recorded December 12th. This will be washed by then. I'm like, but yeah, I really appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video, bro. Peace. This case, bro. This case was all over the place. That's all I can say. I'm like...